Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. I am Ruby D, the Goddess Entrepreneur, Soul Speaker, Energy Therapist, author of the Goddess Grind book series focused on you becoming the best version of you in order to manifest success personally as well as professionally. In addition to that, I am also a chakra expert, and my purpose is to help individuals become mentally, emotionally, and energetically healthier and prepared for entrepreneurship or business ownership. So, I'd like to welcome you all to tonight's live with Black Girl Boss. Hey Tara, hey sis, how you doing? Hey Shayla, thank you both for tuning in. But tonight we will be discussing the chakras and entrepreneurship. And I'm just going to go ahead and get right into it. So if you happen to catch this on the replay, please make sure that you comment below so I can thank you for tuning in. And if you feel compelled to do so, invite anybody that's within the group to watch the video. Now, to go ahead and get started, I did a little bit of an introduction, but to give a little more background of who I am and what I do. I am Ruby D. I'm a chakra expert. I came into doing that when maybe about 15 years ago. Maybe not that many years ago. Hey, Valerie, thank you for tuning in. I was working for a large company, and over the years, I was dealing with some depression, and I actually took short-term disability from work on 2 separate occasions. I opted for medication the second time. Didn't really like the way the medication made me feel. So, fast forward a few years, I had a very interesting experience. It was very much a turning point for me in which I started on my journey of enlightenment and becoming a better version of myself and tapping into my power that was within me and my energy body. And on this particular search, this is when I came across the chakras. And that was, out of all the information that I had read or that I had come across, the chakras is the one thing that resonated with me the most. So I started to study them. I started to utilize the information. And over the years, it became my thing. And that's what led me to write my Goddess Grind book series, which currently I have 5 books in the series available. There will probably be a total of 9, and I'm on book number 6 now. So definitely have been doing a lot of work there. But that was just to give a little bit of a background as to why and how I got to where I am right now. With me studying the chakras, then that was the only thing that I found that really allowed me to effectively deal and cure myself of the depression that I was dealing with, because I understood the science behind the madness per se. And when you understand what's going on, then you're better able to do what's necessary in order to heal, in order to effectively learn to manage your feelings, your emotions, your thoughts, and just become aware of these things that you were not previously aware of. And you move from just simply coping to a space of healing. Now, with that being said, the way this plays into entrepreneurship, in 2015, I am a licensed esthetician in the state of Florida. And in 2015, I started my own skincare company, which was Artistics Natural Body Care. I closed it a year ago. I'm actually in the process of relaunching that particular company because I love creating products so much. But with working and then being able to allow that particular business to give me the opportunity to walk away from my full-time job and focus on making skincare products, I found that this time when I started this particular business, now mind you, I've been working and owning a business since I graduated from college in 2003. And this time around, it was definitely different because I was more in tune with myself. And with being more in tune with myself, then that means I was paying more attention to my intuition. I was paying more attention to what I was feeling and the visions that I was getting and the messages that I was getting and how to move forward with my business, what moves to make versus what moves not to make, who was there for my business versus those people who were not, in the best interest of my business. Of course, during this particular period of time, I had opportunities coming left and right. But just because those opportunities were coming left and right does not mean that they were for me and for my business. So we're definitely going to get into that. The chakras, for those of you that have never heard of what the chakras are or know very little, the chakras are spinning energy centers that we all have within us. That are associated with different mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, and energetic aspects of who we are. And when these particular energy centers are spinning too slow or spinning too fast, then that indicates that there's an imbalance that exists. And when there's an imbalance that exists, there's an area of life that we need to focus on that needs our attention. It could be some unresolved issues. It could be a lack in self-esteem. It could be some communication issues. But whenever those issues occur, whether it's occurring personally or professionally, it's still affecting us as an individual. And that's still going to affect how we deal with life personally, how we deal with life professionally, how we deal with it in our relationships with our significant others, and pretty much in every area of our life. Now, I know people like to say you can separate personal from professional. I disagree. And the reason I disagree is because you're only one person. If you could separate them, then that means you can separate who you are. You can separate yourself into two people. That'll never happen. You're only one person. And then my question to you is, if you could actually separate personal from professional, then why is it that you go to work a job to make money to take care of everything in your personal life? It's like you can't separate personal and professional at all. It's directly connected because you are one person. Now, what we can do is effectively manage each area of our life so that it doesn't heavily impact other areas. It's still going to impact it minimally, but not so much to the point where if you don't know how to effectively manage it, then one day your business is just going to go completely down the drain. Not to that point. So we all can agree on that with none of us, pretty much, we try our best not to allow life to affect us to that particular point. Now, with me studying the chakras, there are 7 main chakras. And those 7 chakras are the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus chakra, heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye chakra, as well as your crown chakra. And each of those, I'm going to briefly go over each of those and what they're associated with. But with those being our 7 main chakras, from that information and from allowing myself to be the thinker that I am, then I'm like, well, okay, if we have this chakra system and it affects us personally, and personal and professional are directly related, then it has to in some way affect us professionally. And from this thought process, this is where I developed the professional chakra system. And I'm actually going to go ahead and go into that now. So with the professional chakra system, you have the same 7 main chakras. But the difference is, for example, the first chakra, the root chakra. Personally, your root chakra is associated with your foundation, whether you're grounded, whether you feel safe and secure, whether you feel you have a purpose to be here. It's associated with your upbringing, and it's associated with, basically, it's your survival chakra. And as a professional, we all know that in order to survive, we have to go to work or we have to own this business in order to generate income. And that income is going to be used to pay for our bills, to make sure that we have food, to make sure that we have gas in the car, to make sure that we can travel and enjoy the quality of life that we all deserve. Now, with the professional root chakra, just like personally, It's associated with your foundation. Your professional root chakra is associated with the foundation of your business. How was your business established? What is the purpose of your business? Is your business able to sustain you to the point where you don't feel that you have to always be in hustle mode or always in grind mode? Or is your professional foundation, your business or the job that you work, does it have a solid foundation? And if there's not a solid foundation there, then you have to focus on identifying why there's not a solid foundation there. Is it because you are fearful of success? Is it because you are fearful of what other people may think, or you're fearful that you would lose customers if you decided to increase your prices? Now, and that's just, I'm basically just scratching the surface because I only have so much time to go over everything that I want to go over, but it is so much. But that gives you an idea of the difference between the personal root chakra and the professional root chakra. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue through all of the professional chakras so we can go ahead and get that covered. Now, with your professional sacral chakra, it is going to be associated with your feelings, your emotions, creativity, and the passion behind the business that you run or the passion behind the job that you have. Now, a lot of people like to say that you shouldn't let your emotions get in the way of running your business. I agree to an extent, but I think there's a disconnect when we don't understand that there's a difference between utilizing your emotions in running your business and being emotional while running your business. Utilizing emotions and being emotional are two totally different things. When you utilize your emotions, you're basically paying attention to what it is that you feel. If you have been given a vision, that vision didn't come to you just in a book with everything laid out for you. No, that vision came to you here. It came to you in while you were sleeping. It came to you while you were eating dinner, watching TV, having a conversation. Whatever it was you were doing, it just came to you. And of course it came to you because you're the person that's supposed to bring this particular vision to life, to bring it into fruition. And when you got that vision, it was a feeling. You had a feeling like, this is what I'm supposed to do. So if you initially got that vision and you felt it, why would you not continue to feel throughout the duration of you bringing this vision to life? It's just like, how else are you supposed to know what direction you're supposed to move in? The best way to understand what direction you need to move in and what decisions you need to make that are going to be most beneficial for you and your business. Now, mind you, this is not considering anybody else, any employees, none of that. This is all focused on you because at the end of the day, you are the person that has to make these decisions. You are the person that has to be held accountable for the decisions that you make. And when you make these decisions, you want to make sure that you feel good about the decision. Trust me, some of us have had situations where people have come to us and we just like, no, you're not it. No, this don't feel right. And that is you utilizing your emotions and running your business. That's how you're able to tell who's for your business and who's not for your business. You have to pay attention to your emotions because if you bring the wrong person in, and trust me, y'all probably know somebody who let the wrong somebody come in, make some decisions, take their whole business away, take their whole ideal away, and go somewhere else and run with it. And then now you got this person saying, well, they took my idea, they copied me, they this and that, whatever the case may have been. But you knew from the beginning that this person was not a good fit for what it was that you were doing. You have to pay attention to those emotions and utilize that. That's completely different from you being emotional at work. You mad because somebody ate the last cupcake or somebody ate the last donut and you didn't get your morning coffee, and now you mad. And now because you mad, you want to get an attitude with your clients and with your customers. That is completely different. You being emotional. That's, like I said, there's a difference between utilizing emotions and being emotional. Thank you, Valerie, and you're welcome. And that's the professional sacral chakra. The professional solar plexus chakra is associated with the confidence that you have within your business, that you have within your product or within your service. So basically, if you don't have confidence in what it is that you're offering, what it is that you're selling, then you're not going to share this information. Everybody knows that if you are a mother and you are proud of your kids, everybody is going to know that you're proud of your kids. You're going to have pictures for days, for forever. You're going to have videos. You're going to be tagging them and everything. You're going to be taking pictures, and you're going to let people know because you are proud of your child. You're confident in the child that you're raising and the person that they are becoming. And you should feel the same exact way about the products and the services that you offer. If you're not on your page or on your website or on your social media, email, just telling everybody about your business, hey, check this out. Do you know how good I am at what I do? And if you don't know yet, you need to find out. You have to be that confident in what it is that you're doing. Trust me, when somebody asks me about the chakras, I can talk all day, literally. And I can guarantee I'm going to give them some information that they've never heard before. I'm pretty sure what I'm telling you now, you've never heard before, because I am just that confident in what I do. I am that confident in the information that I've been researching for years. I am that confident because I've seen how this information that I share helps other people. And that's why I share it. So your professional solar plexus chakra, you have to be confident in what it is that you do. Trust me, if you had to choose between somebody that was confident and somebody that wasn't, and they were selling the same exact product, you would go with the person that was confident. Because you would feel like that person knows exactly what they're doing, why they're doing it, and everything about that product versus this person who's not so confident in what it is that they do. Now, the next chakra. Thank you, Valerie. I know, girl. I know you haven't, but I got some more for you. I got some more. Professional heart chakra. That is associated with your ability to be compassionate and non-judgmental towards your clients and towards your customers. Because, of course, we all have a target audience, and of course, we have a certain market that we want to attract. But even though you may have your target audience, that doesn't mean that somebody outside of that particular target audience doesn't need your product. And they may not need it at that particular point in time, but maybe 5 weeks, 5 months down the line, now they are your target market. So you shouldn't be judgmental of people simply because they don't look like what you think your ideal client or customer looks like. Never discount them, never count them out, because just because they don't fit it now doesn't mean they won't fit it later. And you have to understand that with the type of service or product that you're providing, know that there's a difference between being empathetic and being sympathetic. Me, and I don't know if she's still watching, but Tara, she tells me all the time, she's like, how can you be so helpful, but then it not affect you? Like, she was like, in that situation, I would be in a completely different emotional state right now. But she finally figured it out that I'm empathetic and not sympathetic. Me being empathetic, I can still understand what's going on. I can still understand what's going on to the point where I can effectively help you. But what I'm not doing is what people do sometimes when they're sympathetic, is taking on whatever it is that their customer or their client is dealing with. Once you take that energy on, or once you take on that responsibility, then you can still help, but you're just not you're not as effective at helping them, because now their problem has become your problem. And instead of you being able to think clearer from outside of that bubble, now you're in it with them. And it's just like, well, both of us in here now, what are we going to do? Somebody, you still have to stay on the outside and be able to take control of whatever that client is needing of you, and be able to effectively recommend whatever service or whatever product that it is that you have that's going to best benefit them. So that is the professional heart chakra. Shayla, if you're still here, please let me know how much time I have, because I don't want to go over, but I just want to make sure I get all of this in. I have 3 more chakras to go. Next is the professional throat chakra. I'm all about effective communication. With the claps, effective communication. And the reason effective communication is so important when it comes to business is because you have to be able to speak the truth of your business. You have to be able to speak up for your business. You can't be a business owner and you can't be a business owner and really be soft-spoken, because who's gonna take you seriously? Not to say that nobody will, but you have to own your business. You are your business. Your business is an extension of you. And if you're quiet, then your business is going to be quiet, and that's going to affect your bottom line. You can't be silent and want to run a business. Another aspect of effective communication that we have to take into consideration all of the time is customer service. If you have no idea how to talk to people and respect people, that is going to be a problem in your business. It's going to be an issue. And there is a difference between speaking professionally and still being able to get your point across. The customer is not always right. I'm going to say that because sometimes they're completely wrong. If the customer was always right, trust me, you would not make any money. You would not be able to pay your bills because they're going to always want a discount. They're going to always want something for free. The customer's not always right. But you have to be able to effectively communicate when they ask you, do you offer any discounts? Unfortunately, we don't have any discounts or promotions at this time, but what you can do is join our email list. And when you join the email list, I do send out information regarding any promotions and sales that are coming up, and that will be the best option for you. But at this particular time, if you're interested in this particular product, then this is the rate, the current rate of this particular product. Oh, okay, well, cool, thank you. Now, you know, some people get an attitude. No, you didn't ask me for no discount. Why you ask? Everybody's not your customer, for one. So, just keep that in mind. Yes, communication is definitely important. It is a huge lifeline in your business. If you don't know how to talk to people, you're going to have a problem. It's going to affect your money, and you're going to be upset. Okay? The professional third eye chakra. Now that the third eye chakra is associated with your professional intuition and your decision-making process. Now, let me just say this real quick. With me going over the professional chakra system, like I said again, I am just scratching the surface. There's so much more that plays into this. And the only way that we can really get deep into what it is, or where the imbalances are within your professional chakra system or your professional energy body, is to schedule a professional chakra consultation, because everybody has these same 7 professional chakras, but everybody is not affected the same way, and everybody doesn't have the same imbalance in the same place for the same reason. It varies. And when you are healing these particular chakras and allowing for your business to grow and be successful, it's different for each person. Just because everybody can't communicate doesn't mean they get better at it the same way, or the same way the next person would. So I just want to say that I'm just scratching the surface, and I'm just giving you all some examples so you can understand what it is, I'm talking about, and better understand the professional chakra system. But with the third eye chakra, professional intuition is connected to the second chakra, where we were talking about feelings and emotions, and just feeling when something isn't right, feeling when an opportunity isn't for you, feeling when a person does not have your best interest in mind when it comes to you and your business. You have to pay attention to what it is that you're saying. If your business, and I'm going to say it again, was truly a vision that was given to you, it is, trust me, you have to have divine guidance. You can't be out here getting divine guidance from old dude down the street. No. Now, I will say sometimes messages come from some of the, most unexpected places, but you're able to separate the message from the messenger. Keep that in mind. Simply because you don't like her doesn't mean she doesn't have anything to say to you that's going to benefit you or your business. Trust me. I've gotten quite a few nuggets from people that that's not my cup of tea, but you know what they said, I can take that away from it and I can leave the rest. But that's what your professional third eye chakra is. It's basically giving you the ability to discern what's for you and what's not for you. And knowing when you hear that. You have to know the difference between when you're just having a simple thought and when intuition is speaking, hey, this is what you need to do, versus, maybe I should go and get my nails done after work. That's a thought. Intuition speaks loud and clear. It's just like your mama. When your mama say, go clean up your room, she better not have to repeat herself or it's going to be some trouble. Intuition is the same way. Hey, that opportunity is not for you. Take advantage of it if you want to. You're going to be mad. You're going to be hurt and you're going to be sad. And you're going to be feeling some type of way. Okay? Make sure that you are paying attention to your professional intuition, because that's going to be key when it comes to you making key decisions about your business. Whether you should take advantage of this opportunity or whether you should not. Trust me, pay attention to it. And then lastly is the professional crown chakra. The professional crown chakra is associated with spirituality and purpose. Now, when we think, when I say purpose, like I said, if the business that you have is a vision that you were given, it is a divine vision. It didn't just come out of nowhere. But what you truly should be doing is also tied to your purpose. And your purpose is not something that you just pick up off the side of the road. It's not something that just all of a sudden happens one day. Your purpose is that thing that you go through these trials and these tribulations and these obstacles, and you learn these lessons. And you learn to master these lessons. You learn to pay attention to cycles, because somebody that's coming behind you is going to need that information. And what you truly should be doing is going to be a result of what you've been through. And if you don't pay attention to what you've been through and you don't learn the lessons, and you basically are going to keep repeating the same cycle. And in business, if you want to grow, you can't keep repeating the same cycle. Why do you keep trying the same marketing strategy and it's not working for you? You've been consistent for 5 years and you still bringing in the same amount of money. There is no growth there. So why are you not learning the lesson? Go back to your purpose and say, hey, why did I start doing this? What am I missing? What am I just not paying attention to? And a lot of times what you're missing is because you're not in tune with yourself. You're not listening to your intuition. You're not in touch with your feelings and emotions. And you're probably listening to what this guru said, what that guru said, what this webinar told you to do, what that webinar told you to do, as opposed to listening to you and what you were given and what you know lives within you, what you know resides within you. I will use myself for an example. When I started my skincare company and I got an idea for this particular product, and I was like, this is a wonderful idea. I felt good about it. I knew it was good about it. I was confident about it. And I expressed how confident I was about it. And I shared it with my business partner. He was like, no, that's not a good idea. What are you talking about? This is a good idea, and I'm going to do it anyway. And I did it anyway. And that was one of my best-selling products, and every time somebody used it, it just got rave reviews. And it's just like, as long as you trust you, then that's all that matters. You can't go by what other people say because they don't know what you truly feel. They don't know truly what your vision is. You can write it down on paper. You can try and draw it out. You can try and spell it out. You can sign language it. You can do whatever you need to do. But there's no way that you're going to fully convey what your vision is and what your feeling is and what your emotion is behind your business to anybody else. And because you can't fully convey that to them, then they will never, ever, ever be able to understand why you make the moves that you do in order to grow your business like you do. And you have to understand that you also have to understand that. Because if your chakras are imbalanced, then that's basically saying that you're not completely in touch with your business. You're not completely in touch with who you are as a business owner. You're not fully in touch with what it is that you truly want, how you want to truly grow your business, what direction you truly want your business to go in, because you're still listening to other people. And I'm not saying listening to other people in the sense where you know that there's a message there that's specifically for you. You're listening to them because you're clueless, because you have no idea, because you are fearful of what might happen, because you don't want to hold yourself accountable. You don't want to be responsible for it not working out like you think it should. We all gonna make mistakes. We all gonna make some bad decisions. But the purpose of making mistakes and making bad decisions is to learn from them. And how can you really learn something if you don't even really trust yourself to make a good decision in the first place? Nobody else is gonna run your business but you. Nobody else is gonna make the best decision for your business but you. Why you think you got so many people out here with accountants and stuff like that just losing money? Don't even know where their money going. People just taking it. No, can't nobody take my money because I know exactly where it is. And I know exactly where it's going. I don't like nobody that much. No, I'm playing. I'm playing. But that is what the professional chakra system is. Now, to summarize everything that I've been discussing, thank you everybody for tuning in. I really appreciate it because I really love sharing this information with people, because every single time it's something new that they've never heard before. But the chakras and entrepreneurship, your business or the job that you have has an energy body. Just like you have a baby, you birth a baby. You have a business, you birth a business. And because you are living and breathing and you are an energy body, that is the same thing that your business is. Your business is an extension of you. Nothing dead comes from you. So why would you treat your business as such? So because your business has this energy body, you have to get to the point where you are in tune with your business. And when something feels off, pay attention to that, figure it out, and fix it. When you are feeling off, your business is off. Don't think your business is going to be out here running when you over here with an attitude. It's going to be running, but it might be running in the ground. Just keep that in mind. Thank you, Valerie. You're welcome. But it's important that you become familiar with the energy body of your business. Because just like you go through changes, your business go through changes. And the sooner you can identify when that change happens or when that shift happens, then the sooner you can correct it. Instead of letting it go on and on and on. And by the time you figure out what's going on, you about to close your business. That's not how we do things around here. That's not how I do things. And that's not how I let my friends do things. We need to nip this in the bud right now. We're going to figure this out today, because you're not giving up on this business after I've watched you for 5, 6, and 7 years put into this business, work this business on social media just as much as I'm on social media, out here doing events just as much as I'm doing events. And then all of a sudden you want to say, I can't do this no more. I lie. Yes, you can. But I don't want to go too far into it. But Shayla, thank you for allowing me to have this conversation here in the group Black Girl Boss. And for everybody that's in the group, I do have a special offer for you. if you are wanting to schedule a professional chakra consultation, I will give you all a 50% discount. So yes, that is half off. And that'll be good through Monday. So you can contact me on Monday and say, hey, Ruby, I want to schedule a professional chakra consultation. I'm in Black Girl Boss. I was in that group and I saw your live video. Can I take advantage? You sure can. You sure can. I will comment on this post my email address so you can reach out to me. And Shayla, I'm not sure what other information you would like for me to share, but other than Facebook, if you all want to visit my website, you can visit me at www.thegoddessgrind.com. And if you want to email me, you can email me at info@thegoddessgrind, which I will put that information below. You can find me on Instagram at Ruby D, RUBID Artistry. And I have all of my other groups there. I also have my radio show, Soul Therapy. So if you ever want to check that out, I'll actually be live this Sunday from my personal page. But it has been a pleasure speaking to you all about the chakras and entrepreneurship. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. All of my books are available online in paperback, ebook, and a PDF download if you're interested in that. But Shayla, I thank you all for having me. I thank you all for being here. I am Ruby D, the Goddess Entrepreneur, soul speaker, chakra expert, energy therapist, and author, and I am reminding you to continue to meditate, hustle, and flow on your journey to becoming the best version of you, mentally, emotionally, and energetically. Peace.